There's a bunch of beer in here.
That's what I did.
Boo.
Thank you. You know, but it's on my left hand, not my right hand. It's better one.
That's from the Vikings, but does that one have more? Does it have more padding? The bigger one.
I think bras come with more padding ones that are either.
I mean, most men's things will be
I think bras accommodate anything about women.
But they were designed by men.
That's the joke. Honest. Alright, who's coming up? How many people are there? Have you been here? Why do you go to the front? Why do you go to the front? It doesn't matter. There's so many people here. We're all here.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here at Comedy Alley. You guys ready to start the show? I said, are you ready to start the show? I said, are you ready to start the show? Oh, shit. This alley is hot tonight. It's goddamn hot alley. Yo, DJ, kill the music. DJ's me, guys. One man operation. I got it, John. I'm the DJ. Yo, DJ. Call me DJ Spotify. That's right. DJ Spotify. Oh, yeah. There we go, guys. There we go. How you feeling on a Friday night? Woo! Fuck yeah. I got to say, we've had some great shows here. We've had some where it's been completely full with 20 people, but with 1, 2, 3, 7 people, that's the most energy I think we've had off the top. I think Broadview Hotel can hear you. Yo, Broadview, what do these people say? Woo! That's right. That's right. Well, welcome. We do this every Friday, Saturday night, and sometimes other nights too. I'm your host, Larsy Boy. You can call me Captain Lars if you like. I'm the proprietor of this alley. I'm in charge of this alley. I built this alley on rock and roll, guys. We got every Friday, Saturday night, we have top headlining comedians, people who have toured across Canada. They've done all the festivals. They've done JFL. They've done JFL 42. They've done Winnipeg Festival. They've done Halifax Festival. They've done Moncton. They've done Sudbury. They've done Sault Ste. Marie. They've done Moose Jaw. Some people have done Moose Jaw 3 times. You might see a Moose Jaw Comedy Festival headliner tonight. And guess what? You didn't have to go to Moose Jaw. I know you were looking at your GPS and everything. We got a little feedback here. Stand by. Yo, DJ. Oh, there we go. Smooth transition. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. You didn't even have to drive. Oh, God. You got to shut this one off. There we go. All right. And we are back. You don't even have to drive to Moose Jaw tonight. I know you were looking at your itinerary, figuring it all out on the Google Maps, and you're like, you know what? We got to plan a trip to Moose Jaw and see some good comedy. Well, Moose Jaw brought the comedy to you in this alley. Welcome. And give it up. This is Forrest here. This is the leader of your group. He's a leader. You're a leader. You're a leader. You made all of you made good life decisions tonight in following Forrest. How did you find out about us, Forrest?
Instagram, following some of the comedians.
Oh, right. I asked you that already, and I forgot 3 minutes later. Yes. You know why? Because the comedians you see, they're featured all across the city. They're some of the top people that you'll ever see. So make sure you follow them tonight. You can hit them up at Laughing Vikings. All of their handles that are there on Instagram. Take lots of pictures. Take lots of videos. We're live streaming right now. Hello, Internet. Woo! Hello. That's right. Make them feel jealous. I know they're on their couch. I mean, some of them aren't wearing pants right now at home, and all of you are, well, those are pants. One of the things I got to tell you that I love about post-pandemic comedy is because a lot of shows have been outdoors. I don't know if you didn't know this, but there's this weird thing in comedy where shorts are like forbidden in comedy. Have you ever, think back, have you ever seen a stand-up special where someone was wearing shorts?
It's because your legs get made fun of.
Is that what she said? She said it's because your legs get made fun of. No offense. Oh, you mean these gams right here? These legs right here get made fun of? Look at this. I think I can do it. You might recognize this alley. It was actually featured in the first Star Wars. This is the alley where Luke and Han and the others were in the garbage detention center. Do you guys recognize it? As the see 3PO, shut down all the garbage factors on the detention level. This is it. They filmed it right here with a lot of CGI. I can't believe you would never make fun of these legs. Look at these. I got nice calves. Look at this.
You know what?
You know what?
It was actually good when you did that.
Right? I got it. I've done some. Here.
Yeah.
I can do these. There we go. You see definition. Wait. Okay. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do like
Just
this.
stand like that
The whole time.
Yeah.
There we
Yeah,
go. Okay.
yeah.
You're gonna take a picture. This is just how I naturally stand.
You know what?
Just me doing my thing on stage,
That's
everybody.
right.
I like to do it this way. This is a little easier. Oh, there we go. There we go.
Heels up a bit, and then you know what it's like to be a woman.
Say that again.
Oh, you
heels.
know what it's like to be a woman.
How dare you assume my gender? She says, heels up so you know what it's like to be a woman. You don't see these beautiful golden locks? You think I don't know what it's like to be a woman? Man, I feel like a woman. Is that all it is? You know what? You want to feel like a woman? Walk like this all day long. This is really what it is to be a woman. You want to know what it's like to be a woman? Just walk like this, like a baby giraffe all the time. I honestly don't know how you do it. I don't know why you do it. I think you should just fuck. Unless you like it. Do you like heels?
No.
Or are you just cursing it all the time? This is
I
fucking
just like
stupid.
never done it. That's why.
You want my legs? Yes. Wow, lost my train of thought there. Believe it or not, I wasn't back in the studio writing like, yeah, I'm gonna open up about how this lady right here is gonna make fun of my legs. God, in a world of anti-bullying, you're like, I'm gonna sit in the front row and I'm gonna bully this guy before he bullies me.
Right.
He's gonna heckle me and he's gonna roast me, but I'm gonna roast his knees first. You know what, ladies? I gotta say this as a comedian. Again, there's this weird stigma. I think the stigma is lifting off shorts. I'm more, especially in the summertime. I don't want to wear pants in the summertime. I want to wear shorts. And if you can free the nipple, Larsy boy can free the knee. 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 Right? Look at all these beautiful knees. You got a nice knee there. Wow, this is the most I've talked about knees ever to start a show. I should mention we got to pay some of the bills here, so we have some sponsors. And I've been hired. Yes, you haven't even heard them, but you're a fucking punk. Get out of here. Get out of here. This is the Comedy Moth, everyone. Don't touch him. He's playing. No, he's later. He's the headliner.
Sorry.
This is the headliner. This is the headliner. We do a little comedy duo. It's like, me and me moths and me friends, that's you. Doing the things me and me moths like to do. Oh, we're having so much fun and we hope you are too. It's time for me and me moths. It's time for me and me moths. And then every episode is me and my moths having a great time. Sometimes we go skydiving together. Sometimes we go scuba diving. Sometimes it ends in tragedy. The great thing about having moth co-stars, though, is that they're very cheap. They're way cheaper than humans. So if I lose 1,000 moths filming an episode, and nobody cares about them either. You think PETA would get on board moth mistreatment of in the showbiz, like the circus. You know, they're all on board with elephants and circus, and you can't mistreat an elephant, but nobody gives a fuck about moths. Nobody. You see how quick you were. My instinct was, there's a moth. I'm gonna cease it to exist right now. Like I'm gonna end you, and you were too. Until I piped up for it. It was reminding you that it was part of the show. We got a hell of a show tonight. He'll be on later. Make some noise, though. We got a bunch of headlining comics here today, and some of them are hanging in the back. So let them hear it. Let them hear how excited you are. Let me tell you, I'm a comedian, so I know how this works. If you were coming to a show in an alley, in your head, you're like, I don't know how this is going to go. This could be the worst night of my life as a performer, and I might want to go home and kill myself because I'm in an alley. But you have assured them, I know they're in the back right now, this is a fucking hot crowd for an alley crowd right here. Yeah. Oh, wow, she just gave me the Sharon Stone. She gave me the basic instinct Sharon Stone right there. But she's wearing, I'm pretty sure it's a skirt, though. It's not. Of course I do. Of course I do. Female everything is prettier than the male everything because it's smooth lines versus like jagged angles. Right? There we go. So I do have to pay some bills. I started it and then I got distracted by the moth math. And we actually have a sponsor. He's been good enough to fork over some money so we can keep the lights on. And so please give it up to Morgan from Morgan's Mortgages and Smorgasbord, everybody. Morgan from Morgan's Mortgages and Smorgasbord. If you're watching at home, thank you. And what he's done, he's like, Lars, I'll cut you a bit of a deal. I'll give you some upfront cash, but then I'm going to cut you in like an affiliate referral deal here. If you can refer some people to Morgan's Mortgages and Smorgasbord to buy some mortgages or Smorgasbord, I'll cut you in 20%. So he's asked me to do the live commercials here. So if you're thinking you're going to come to a show with no commercials, we're giving you the commercials, and you can't skip these ads. You cannot skip them unless you look away. You could just look away and cover your ears if you want to skip this ad, but don't. It's part of the show. So I'll be playing the part of Morgan. Hi, I'm Morgan from Morgan's Mortgages and Smorgasbord. That's right, Morgan from Morgan's Mortgages and Smorgasbord, the Mortgages and Smorgasbord guy. You heard me, the Mortgages and Smorgasbord guy. One more time, the Mortgages and Smorgasbord guy. Why waste time going to 3 stores for all your Mortgages and Smorgasbord needs when you can come on down to Morgan's Mortgages and Smorgasbord and take care of all your Mortgages and Smorgasbord business in one spot. So the next time you need to renew your mortgage, store a loved one, or eat a hearty meal, come down to Morgan's, when you need a mortgage or smorgasbord. Morgan, I feel like I botched the ending a little bit. It's kind of tough sometimes, but have you guys ever been to Mortgages, Smorgasbord?
Now I will.
You're fucked. Do you hear that, Morgan? Now she will. Wait. Are you going for a new mortgage, or are you going because you need to store a loved one, or because you want to eat a hearty meal, or all three? Say all three. You're just going for the smorgasbord. Well, you know what they say. A lot of people go to Morgan's Mortgages and Smorgasbord for the smorgasbord, but they stay for the morgue, you sick fuck. You'd be like, I'm gonna get a bunch of Jello, some goulash here at the smorgasbord, and I'm gonna wander into the morgue and smell some dead bodies. It's a weird business. This is I fucking love doing this. I want to thank all of you guys for coming out tonight, supporting live comedy. This, believe it or not, this wasn't a comedy alley like 6 weeks ago. This was just it was just alley. It was formerly known as alley. No comedy about it. You do believe it. You're like, this was just an alley. Actually, it was also known as, not only was it just an alley, it was known as one of the most unfunny alleys in the land. It was just, people were just, oh God. Some of the working titles in the past, there was past business owners who were proprietors of this alley, and previously it was called Tax Return Alley. That was no good. It was also called Paint Dry Alley. The guy was just painting it and selling tickets, and you would just come here and just look at the paint. No fun, right? That's not fun. You're gonna pay for that? You're not gonna pay to watch paint dry. So what did I do? I turned it into Comedy Alley. And if this is tips at home, tips for everyone in the back. If you have a spare alley lying around, you have a spare alley anywhere? Anyone? Make some noise if you got a spare alley, just kicking around. You do? Okay, perfect. So you just got your regular old run-of-the-mill alley. Every day you open your door and you're like, this fucking alley, I'm not doing anything with it. And you have that feeling deep inside where you're like, I feel like this alley could be great if only I could turn it into something. And if you want to turn the alley, if you want to take your alley lemons and turn them into Comedy Alley lemon meringue pie, what I suggest you do is basically all you need, there's only a few things. You need a little bit of lighting, you need some comedy umbrellas. They are not functional at all. If it pours rain, you're going to get wet. And another secret is signs. You know that anyone can just make a sign? You can just think of words, go on the internet, type them in, and someone will make the sign for you. There's no vetting process. There was no application. I didn't have to interview and explain myself. It was just order a sign. But the biggest thing, here's the thing you need to do. If you want to turn your alley into a comedy alley, you just need to invest in what I think is the official instrument of comedy. Do I have any guesses? I have it in my pocket here. No, it is not a tuba. It is not a tuba. Anyone else? Can anyone guess what is in my pocket? The official comedy instrument. It is not a trombone. Instagram? She says Instagram. I feel like that's your answer to everything. Is that your answer? Instagram. Where are you? Instagram. What do you want to do tonight? Instagram.
Laughing Vikings.
Right, exactly. Exactly. I think you might be in charge of. It is not a harmonica either. It is, but that's close. These are all. If there was a comedy orchestra, you've named all the main players. It is, in fact, ladies. What was that?
Okay.
A kazoo, a comedy kazoo. That's right.
No.
If you're looking at me right now and you're like, what kind of guy is Lars? If I could just sum him up in a sentence or two just to get his vibe. I own 2 kazoos. I own an acoustic and an electric. This is the official instrument of comedy. Watch this. Comedy, everyone. That's comedy. And yeah, go ahead. You can clap for that. She wanted to clap for that. Please, yes. I didn't want to stop with my kazoo cheers there. Also, I'm marketing these. I'm going to turn them into a kazoo/weed pipe, so you can play your kazoo, and then you can get super kazooed. You know what I'm saying? We're going to do that. We're going to do it. We're going to market it. Man, this is fun. This is. You know what I don't rarely do this. I'm going to guarantee everyone in this room something tonight. And I don't do it that often. I'm going to look you in the eyes. I was going to say look you in the eyes, and then you did this. So I'm not so sure where I'm supposed to look. It's going to be a hell of a night in this alley. I'm going to look all of you in the eyes, and I'm going to guarantee this is the best night you've ever had in an alley. Yeah. Yeah. That's right. We're going to kick this off tonight. You mentioned that you saw some of these comedians, some of our friends downtown at the Corner Comedy Club. This guy is one of the Corner kids, the Corner Comedy Kids. He's performed all over the place, one of the hardest workers, one of the hardest hustlers, and he just performed at the New Faces Festival at Just for Laughs for the first time. He's hot off of Just for Laughs, New Faces. And guess what? I'm going to tell you about Canadian comedy. He's been doing stand-up for 11 years. And finally, Canada was like, yeah, we'll have you on the New Faces show. And he's had the same face the whole 11 years. Same face, ladies and gentlemen. Please give it up for Nitish Sakuja. Yo, DJ, hit the music. Nitish Sakuja.
Thanks, buddy. What's up, guys? Make some noise, Lars. Sick. I personally don't believe this will be the most fun you can have in an alley. There's so much more you can do in an alley and have so much. You can come in an alley. You know? I don't think you can come in this alley. You can wait till we all leave, and then do what Lars used to do in this alley. Just fucking, how do you think that's staying up there right now? There's 4 million Lars babies holding that up. How you guys doing? You guys having a good hang in the alley? Are you guys all friends?
Yeah.
Now?
New friends.
New friends. Okay, fuck yeah. Nice. That's good for you guys, man. I don't have that social ability just to be friends with everyone. I'm talking in a microphone right now. But if the microphone was gone, I mumble. You wouldn't be able to hear me at all. But because of the microphone, I sound like a normal person, Sick. Thanks. I appreciate it. Thanks for looking at my beard. I just got back from Montreal. That place sucks ass. I fucking hate Montreal. I don't understand French. You know what I mean? Not that, I don't understand the language for sure, but I just don't understand French. Do you know what I'm saying? What the fuck is going on in that little sliver of Canada? You know what I mean? I hate it so much. Even the homeless people speak French. What the fuck? It's how did you learn? And if you have all that free time, why didn't you just learn English? I don't get it. And they're homeless and you know French? Bro, you can get paid $2 more an hour. I don't understand it. I hate French, man. Montreal sucks ass. You know why I don't like French? Because I was born and raised in Toronto and in Ontario. You guys were born here and did school here, grade 3 to 9. That's all French is. And they tell you in grade 3 right away, they're like, it's only up till grade 9, so whatever. And you're like, this is the attitude you're sending me into French with? Okay, I don't care right away. And the first word they tried to teach me was fatigué. There's no way I'm gonna take this language seriously when you show me fatigue first. Okay? Does it really mean tired? You know? Or are we talking about Steve?
gotta say
You know?
yes.
Yeah. Steve is 100% fatigue. And on top of it, he's sleepy too all the time. You know? He's just a fatigue, sleepy guy. You know? Fuck yeah! Nice. This is cool, guys. This is fun. You know what I loved about this pandemic? Nobody told the crackheads. You know?
Oh my god.
Yeah, like we all knew we weren't allowed to go outside for 2 weeks. You know? But not one person told the crackhead. You know? We just like didn't go outside, and one day the crackheads came outside, and they're like, "Where the fuck is everybody at?" And they're like, "Maybe it's a holiday." You know? And 3 days straight, they're like, "This is a long holiday." By day 4, they're like, "We were left behind." You know? And they just took over. Crackheads took over, man. And you gotta respect them. Crackheads are nature's wild card. You know what I'm saying? Never underestimate a crackhead. Once you underestimate a crackhead, that's when you fail. You know? You could be the strongest guy in the world. You come out of a club and don't check your corner. A crackhead will knock you out and take your title. You know what I mean? Just pick it up and run and sell it for some crack. I was with my buddy once. We were a crackhead walked up to us and asked us for change. My buddy had a toonie. He's like, "I'll give you this toonie, but you need to give me some advice for this toonie." And the crackhead looked at us and said, "Don't do crack." I was like, "Have an extra toonie, bro." That was some of the best advice I've ever gotten in my life. This guy should speak at schools. You know, like that was so powerful. Like, you ever look at a crackhead's eyes, just like when he's 2 feet from your face, fucking busted ass crackhead lips. Don't do crack. Fucking crack rock hit me in the eye when he said that. I promise you, sir, I will never do crack. I will never fail you. Yeah, he probably thought he was Santa. You know? Or did you say Xanta? Okay. I still don't know what you said. Okay, I have a question for you. Okay, look, I think peer pressure is one of the most beautiful things in the world. You know, people hate peer pressure, and I call those people losers. All right. Peer pressure is one of the most beautiful things in the world. You know what peer pressure means? It means you have friends. All right, friends, peers who care enough about you that they will peer pressure you into doing what they're doing because they care that much. How beautiful is that? You know, that's peer pressure. You know who doesn't have peer pressure? Fucking losers with nothing at home to do because no one is asking them or pressuring them to do anything. All right? Peer pressure means you have friends. What do you want? Just regular pressure? There's fucking bills to pay, fucking places to be. You're late. That's what you want. What's the opposite of peer pressure? Enemy pressure. Someone holding you down, slitting your eyelids, asking you for the information, you know? And all you can think is, I wish I had peers, you know?
Yeah.
That's what you want? Just fucking do the drugs your friends want you to do. You know?
CJ.
Just be cool. Or else eventually they'll stop inviting you, you know? And then you're going to be like, oh, I wish I ate the mushroom.
Oh my god. That's so funny.
Listen,
How funny.
Listen, I drug people, okay? But not in a like I'm gonna fuck them after way, you know?
Sure.
I'm a shaman. I'm a certified shaman. I once ate 12 grams and some guy came from the sky and was like, "Yo, you're a certified shaman." And I was like, so I have my degree. So I can handle my mushrooms, you know? But I make my friends do mushrooms with me and I make them eat the same amount that I eat. But I'm a shaman, you know? So 20 minutes into the trip, I'm like, all right, guys, it's time for soccer, you know? But then I look at my friends and they're all just crying, you know? They're just weeping into each other's arms, thinking about their mom, you know? And I'm like, figure it out, boys. I want to play soccer. You know? I love mushroom. Football. Sorry, I want to play football, boys. Fucking loser. I love psychedelics, you know? I once saw a fish. I was on mushrooms and I saw a fish jump out of the water. And I was like, guy, there's no way I can catch this fish, you know? Like, even if you gave me all the tools, skills, everything I needed to catch this fish, I couldn't do it, you know? Because I'm not a hunter, you know what I'm saying? I don't have the hunter gene. But the thing is, I'm not a gatherer either. You know, I'm not about to go forage for some berries. I don't have time to forage. You know, I'm a purchaser. You know, you hunt, you gather, and then allow me to buy at a wholesale rate. You know, make profit, economy turns. You know, it's the Indian guy in me. I just want to open businesses. Just whatever you're hunting, I'll sell it. You know, let's do it. I had sex on mushrooms once, which is very hard to do because first you have to like understand what is sex even. You know what I mean? You're like, what the fuck is that nasty shit that we do to each other? And then when you get over that and you have a boner and you have 10 seconds to use it before it goes away again. So mushrooms are weird, but I had sex on mushrooms once and I came, but my eyes were closed when I came and I saw the Big Bang. Right? I witnessed creation. Okay, yeah, and you know what it taught me? That's all the Big Bang was. It was just God having the nut of his life, just busting planets everywhere. You know, the Milky Way is just one of God's dirty cum socks thrown in a corner, and we're trying to get out. And we're like, yo, I see other cum socks. You know? We think we see aliens and UFOs, but it's just God's fruit flies just fucking circling the cum sock. We're so important, you know. I don't know. I love peer pressure. Here's peer pressure. Would you come for your boy? You need context. You know, this guy was about to tell me, yeah, I might come for my boy. No context. He was straight up like, yeah, I'll come for my boy. I'll come right now. No, so I did this show the other day. And it was an all black show. Okay, it was so like not the clothes. The people were all black. Okay, and I asked straight up. I was like, yo, would you come for your boy? And no one responded. It was silent. Okay, and then I was like, obviously they need context. So I gave them a situation. I was like, okay, World War I, you and your boy, all right? You come off the boat or whatever. You've seen the movie, I don't know, you know? And you get captured, okay? And you and your boy are prisoners of war. And the guys that capture you hold a gun to your boy's head. And they're like, I will kill him unless you come for your boy. Would you come for your boy? Absolutely, right? That's the normal answer. Someone in that audience looked at me and said, Batiman. And that's what they said to me. They called me gay in Jamaican. Okay? And I was like, you wouldn't come for your boy. Right? I was like, I know you're scared of like what people are gonna think of you, but this is your homie. You're not gonna come for him. And he said, Batiman again. And I was like, this guy's a piece of shit. All right. You're gonna have to answer to your creator or energy one day, and they're gonna ask you, like, bro, you didn't even try to jerk off, like you didn't even try to get hard for your boy, you know, you just let him die. God's gonna look at him and go like, Batiman, you know what I mean? Send him to hell. Yeah, you know, I would just come for my boy. That's what I'm saying. Like, you know, in World War I, they started using mustard gas, and the only way to stop you from breathing in the mustard gas, you pissed on a rag and you covered your face because the ammonia from your piss would stop the mustard gas from going into your lungs. But some people have stage fright. They just can't piss around other people, all right? And, like, imagine you're in the middle of war on the battlefield, fucking bullets going everywhere, and, like, they're telling you to piss right now to save your own life. And every time you try to take your dick out, some guy's sniping your penis, you know? Imagine the pressure. And some people can't do it. Would you piss for your boy? If you had it in you, you would, right? Obviously. But what if I told you it was cum that stopped the mustard gas? Would you come for your boy? I don't know. I'm trying to work on this show. I just want people to come too far. One day people will figure it out. Okay, if you had a superpower, what would your superpower be?
Telekinesis.
Meaning you could like move things towards stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. No one ever says that. I'll give you that's okay. People usually have loser answers, you know? I want to fly. Fucking loser. Get on a plane. You know what I mean? That's what you waste your superpower on. I don't trust people that want to be invisible.
Yeah,
Perverts. Perverts. These guys want to jerk off around you when you don't know they're there. All you're gonna see is something fly across the room. You're like, someone hit the lotion too hard, you know? Unless they come invisible too, and then that's just invisibility. That's a whole nother fucking superpower. Well, my superpower would be that every time I bust a nut, 24 karat gold. You know? That's a superpower. In this economy, you know? Your boy can't pay rent. What do? We talked about this for a while. You come for your boy. That's exactly right, Sarah. You come for your boy. You wait for him to fall asleep, right? And then you break into his house, and then while he's sleeping, you come for your boy. You know, he wakes up, he's covered in gold, and he's like, he goes to see that old guy who gives you cash for your gold. Now you've seen the commercial, you know what happens. And then you have passionate, unprotected sex with a girl you love and hate at the very same time. Bust many a golden nuts inside of her. Then you take her swimming and she drowns, because she's full of gold, How romantic is that, And the best part is if 6 dudes try to rob you, they gotta hold you down and jerk you off, Stop it. Stop it. You're hurting me, Did you get any? Just making sure everybody gets paid. But if you had to come an element, gold is the only element I want to come. Maybe silver, But I'm not trying to come calcium, just fucking green flakes coming out of your dick. Fucking sodium, just fucking. Why is salt pouring out of my dick? Imagine the pain. You guys are fucked. You guys are fucked, but I appreciate you. Okay, I'm gonna get out of here, but I just want to try. I wrote this thing down. I have to try it. Okay. I was high on mushrooms. I was very high on mushrooms when I wrote this.
Safest, safest place to try it.
But I just bought a dog, okay, and I have 2 cats. All right, but then sometimes I see them just chilling and staring at each other. But I'm like, do they understand each other? Or is it like a Chinese guy and a European guy sitting in a room together and
Like me, bitch.
But you speak English, you know what I mean? Oh, so I see what you're saying. They're Canadian dogs. Whoa, mind blown. Very nice. Thank you. She yelled at you for being racist, and then she flashed her pussy at you as a prize. Pussycat. Oh. Layers, man, layers. You're fucking deep, bro. You should make memes. Come take my job. I would love for you to take my job. I would love for you to do 7 minutes up here right now. I could show my asshole and it would be hilarious for 7 minutes. I guarantee you.
You and I would be funny for 7 minutes.
This is what dude. My parents hate me. I'll fight you right now. Do you know what I'm saying? You think I'm having fun up here? You think I enjoy what I do? All my friends have nice houses and I'm fucking selling weed. You know what I mean? You think I enjoy this? I'll fight you, lady. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for supporting live comedy. You guys have been awesome. Thanks again. Thanks so much for Mars. Have a good night.
Keep it going for Nitish Sakuja. Wow. Yo, DJ, yeah, right. All right, since there's not that many of us, I got to make sure by the end of the night I know all of your first names. What's your name? Chris. And you are? Jade. Jade. I'm Seal. You might recognize me. Jade. I want to point one thing out. You didn't say a word about Natish's knees or legs. You didn't heckle him.
I didn't heckle him.
I mean, you almost fought him. Yeah, you're right. You did almost fight him, but not about his knees. He did. He went home, and he's thanks to that experience, he's gone home. He's told his parents that he's going to enroll at DeVry, and he's going to get a real corporate job after a 6-month training program just for you. Woo. Woo. Actually, no, he's frantically running across town to go do that again in another comedy club. So, all right, you guys ready to keep this rolling? Ready for number 2? All right, this guy is equally amazing. He was a finalist at SiriusXM's Top Comic, and you might have seen his set at the Winnipeg Comedy Fest. It's gone viral as fuck with 16 million views. Please give it up for my friend, hilarious Rob Bebenek, everybody. Robbie Bebenek.
Lars, everybody.
Woo!
Comedy's getting fucking weird. There are weird rooms now, and this is one of them. This is a cool alley. I'll give it. It's fucking weird, but it's cool. I like it. I like the umbrellas. They're a nice touch. How'd you get so many of the same umbrella?
I literally got everything from another venue that was closing down because of COVID.
See, he's opportunistic. He's clever. You gotta buy shit from things going out of business, right? Because fucking cares, right? You just get it for dirt cheap. We're dead anyways. It's great. It's a lot of fun.
Amen.
Right? I'm very tired. I just had hernia surgery, and I also found out that anesthetic doesn't work on me. I don't know if you guys have ever felt somebody cut your stomach open and then start digging around inside, but it sucks. Doesn't feel good at all. I am 9 days removed from it. My buddy punched me in the gut last night because he thought that would be funny. And I bled out of my belly button all day. So, you know, that's how my day's going. Yeah. Weird start. Eh? I don't know why I'm really just kind of putting my shit on you guys. That's not fair.
Are you okay?
Yeah. No, to be honest with you, I'm not okay. I'm not mental. Why the fuck would I come here and not just stay at home and rest? I'm not well.
I don't know. You're a therapist.
No, you are my therapist. That's how this works. This is the only reason I do this shit. I gotta try and get back into shape soon. Did anybody get fat for the pandemic? Yeah? Guys? I did. Did anybody get fit? Tish lost like 90 pounds. I'm not making that up. He did. He lost like 90 pounds. It's amazing. I did both for the pandemic. I got fat at the start. I remember the beginning when they were like, okay, everybody, you guys stay inside, can't do anything. I was like, I got a full liquor cabinet. I'll do whatever the fuck I want. So I got really big for the first wave. And then like last summer hit, and I was like, oh, I got to see people again. So I got really fit. And then we went back into lockdown, and I got fat again. And then I started trying to get fit again. That's how the hernia happened. So when this thing heals, I got to start over again, try and get fit again, which sucks because I got to go to the gym. And I don't fucking like the gym. I go, but I don't like it. I don't know where you guys stand on it. Not only do I not like the gym, but I hate people that do like the gym. You know what I mean? The people are like, oh, I fucking love the gym. Oh, I just love that. Like, I just can't get my day started until I go to the gym. Oh, I fucking love my endorphins. Oh, it's the best. Like, that counts as a personality. Just like, fuck you, right? The gym is for people like me. People like me who are just trying to push off getting fat for a couple more years. That's all I'm doing, right? I'm trying. I love myself enough to try and add a few good years at the end, but not enough that I'll stop drinking, right? Like, not enough that I'll stop poisoning myself a little bit every night and then extra on weekends until I'm sitting there on the floor eating a burger and my loved ones are filming me being like, you're going to see what you're like in the morning, you piece of shit. That's what the gym is for, right? I go there and I don't like seeing people who are like ultra fit too. Like, you know, those people who don't have like an ounce of body fat on them. They got these muscles that do like this way to my dick. Those muscles, right? They got abs that start like up here, right? Some people call them ribs. I'm pretty sure they're actual muscles. So this fucking asshole, you look, I'm sweating, standing here talking to you guys at night. And I look over, I see this asshole just sprinting full tilt, and he's got like 1 bead of sweat. And I'm just looking at him like, go home. Go the fuck home. You're done. You finished the task. Congratulations. Job complete. Go home, kick up your fucking feet, crack a beer, have a good night. All right? This place isn't for you. It's for people like me who are just, listen, I'm Ukrainian. I know what life has in store for me. Okay? I've seen my uncle and my dad's. Like my dad and my uncles, you know what I'm trying to say. And I see them, and they're all just round men. Like, we're all square until we're paired. That's the life cycle of Ukrainian men. We're just stocky little fuckers and then eventually all of this settles here, and you die with a beer rested on your gut. Okay? All I'm trying to do at the gym is continue to look kind of good naked. That's all I'm doing there, all right? From any angle. That's the key, right? Because you can trick yourself. You can stand in front of the mirror and like pose and shit. You find that angle that you like. You're like, yeah, I still look fucking good, right? Then you get out of the shower one day. Inevitably, you're picking up your towel off the floor or something. Then you catch a glimpse out of the corner of your eye. You realize you haven't flexed and sucked in your stomach properly. So you're just like, oh, no one should have to fuck that. That's not right. I feel like you guys are just thinking about the hole in my stomach right now. I just want the dog to like me. That's the only thing I care about on this show. Where'd that dog go? Natish said he got a dog. Everybody got a dog, right? I got a dog during the pandemic. I'm like every other basic bitch on earth. I got a dog. Right? We're keeping it. We're not giving it back. We're not Americans. You know? And I love my dog. She's a sweet dog. Is there an American here?
I'm here.
Sorry, man.
It's okay.
That's all right. You're probably one of the nice ones. Where are you from?
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin? Right on. And do you live in Canada?
Yes.
Yeah? Yeah. See, you're like, fuck this place. I'm getting out. I'm sorry your people gave back all their dogs. I don't know why. I couldn't give I love my dog. She's the best. Right? She puts me in awkward situations though. Like the other day I was walking her, and then this lady who lives next door to me, she's just like, oh my God, she's so sweet. And I'm just like, yeah, she's a beautiful angel. And then she's like, I'll bet she's the handful. And I'm just like, yeah, it's nuts. It's almost like having a kid. And then her demeanor changed immediately. She's like, it is not like having a kid. And I was just like, get fucked. I don't care. You think I want to talk to you? You think we're in a global pandemic. That's why I'm talking. Because I can't see my real friends, so I'm stuck talking to your fucking dumbass, okay? I don't want this. Here, you win. Congratulations. Let's put our dicks away. You win the Who Fucked Up Their Life More Award. You have kids. Congratulations. Here's your reward. It's talking to people who hate you for the rest of your fucking life. She just looked at me. She's like, you're tired, aren't you? And I'm like, I'm so fucking tired. I'm double vaxxed. I don't know where you guys stand on it. I got both of mine, so feel free to spit in my mouth at any time.
Yeah.
Woo, woo. Good. I'm glad you guys are on board. I have a few friends who aren't. They're staunchly against vaccinations, and I'm struggling with it. I'm trying to chat with them, right? I'm trying to not just be like, get your fucking shot, asshole, because that's not working. So I'm trying to have a conversation. I was talking to my friend. She's a lovely person, and I really wanted her to get what she had to say out. And I was letting her talk about her crazy shit and the deep state and Bill Gates and all that. And I was just letting it go, right? And then finally she said something I couldn't shut up anymore. She goes, did you know that there's been more vaccine injuries in the last year than in the last 20 combined? And I was like, did you know that they're trying to vaccinate a whole fucking planet? Like, that's why the numbers higher, you jackass. That's like me saying, yeah, well, did you know that I had more hangovers from age 16 to 19 than in the first 15 years of my life? Did you know there wasn't a single plane crash until those goddamn Wright brothers started meddling? Did you know that? It's dumb as fucking shit. And I don't know if you guys have noticed this or not, but you ever notice that your friend who's really into conspiracies is never your smart friend? Like, it's never the smartest friend you have. It's never that friend you know that went to Yale, right? It's never your buddy who's got a Waterloo engineering degree, right? It's always that guy, you know, that really struggled to get out of high school. And not because he was a bad kid, but because the curriculum was very difficult for him. Like, oh no, I colored Manitoba and Saskatchewan the same. Like your buddy that just does too many
You got
drugs.
that joke? You know this province is A.
Are you explaining provinces?
I got it.
Yeah, it's like states, but
But less. Yeah.
I don't know how you fucking, as a geography teacher, I don't know how you stretch that out into 9 months. I really don't. I don't know how you make a whole year out of geography. How the fuck do you pull? Exactly, right? That's 1 week, sedimentary rocks, all right? Week 2, color the map. Week 3, countries, flags, populations. Week 4, pick a country. Week 5, present the country. This is Greece. This is Greece's flag. Greece is known for the Olympics and mishandling money. Here's some baklava. Get the fuck out. Like, how do you make 9 months of that? It's insane. Sorry to any geography teachers here tonight. No, it's always, conspiracy people are always your friend that does too many drugs. Don't get me wrong, I like drugs. Drugs are fun. But I'm like, hey, it's Friday, let's do drugs. That's how I like drugs, right? Not like, hey, it's Tuesday, let's do drugs. And you're like, actually, it's Wednesday. He's like, drugs then, right? Like, I'm a child of the 80s, too. I don't know. You guys are probably younger than that. I don't know. I grew up in the 80s. We're the last generation of free-range kids. I realize that. Because I look at kids now and I feel bad for parents. It seems so difficult to keep your kid alive now. Like in the 80s, they're just like, out you go and fucking come back when it's dark out. That was the rule. And it was fine, right? Because in the 80s, if you lost a kid, no one would judge you. People would be supportive. They'd be like, fuck, could have happened to any one of us, man. I guess you can make another, right? Like, people would be cool about it. Like, you lost a kid now, people would freak out. Like, what do you mean you lost your child? It's nuts. Kids have too many fucking bartering chips now. That's a problem, right? I didn't have any bartering chips in the 80s, right? We had Kids Help Phone. That's all we had. I don't know if anybody's old enough to remember Kids Help Phone, but I'm pretty sure that was just a phone number that rerouted to your dad's buddy. Because that threat never worked. You'd get yelled at. You'd be like, fuck you, Dad. I'm calling Kids Help Phone. You'd be like, here, I'll dial you, little shit. And then you'd just be like, he's being an idiot. Yeah, no, thank you. No, thanks for your concern. Because that was the shape of a phone in the 80s. You could run away then. You can't run away now. Kids couldn't. You threaten to run away and you're not getting to the porch before Dad's just like, no, come back inside, Connor. We'll give you your favorite cookies. Right? In the 80s, you could run away. I ran away all the time. I'd actually get away too. Like I'd get outside and I'd be like, well, I guess I'm going to go to the park. Because you didn't think it through. So I had a plan. Then you just go sit in the park by yourself because you didn't have a cell phone. You couldn't call your buddies and be like, hey, what's up? Yeah, no, I live in the park now. Yeah, come hang. No, you just sat there by yourself like an idiot, right? For like, I don't know, half hour, depends how resilient you were. And then you'd realize you're no different than the family cat in that you like being outside. It's nice. But the best way to get a meal is to just go the fuck home, right? So you'd go home and you'd be expecting this like grand return. And you'd come inside, you open the door, Dad would be passed out on the couch with a beer on his gut. Mom be on the other couch with a beer on her gut. You'd be like, guys, I'm home, and your dad would wake up and he'd fucking hit you, right? And I got hit growing up. Relax, okay? I didn't get beat. I got corrected. There's a difference, right? He hit me, so I stood up straight and was better. He didn't wail on me, so I grew up and started writing poetry. There's a difference, all right? I got corrected a lot growing up. We had a lot of weird rules in the house. A big rule for us was you couldn't leave a little bit of something. Like if you left a little bit of something, you were going to get corrected, right? Like for example, milk. Like if you had cereal or something and you left a little bit of milk, Dad would open up the fridge and be like, who the fuck left a little bit of milk? And you'd be like, there's enough for tea. And he'd be like, I don't drink tea. And he'd fucking What's that? Ukrainian? Yeah. Do you have the weirdest form of Tourette's? I don't get the angle here. Do you mind if I finish the bit? Yeah, we used to get shit for leaving crackers. That was a big one. We had a weird cracker rule in the house where if you got crackers, you were only allowed 6. 6 crackers was the max that you could take at one time. And it didn't matter what kind of cracker, which is bullshit because you can't tell me graham crackers and saltines are the same value. That's bullshit. All right. So you'd run into a dilemma if you went to get crackers and there was only 8 crackers, right? Because what the fuck do you can't take your 6 and leave 2. You're gonna get fucking hit, right? But you can't eat 2 and leave 6. That's insane. Who the fuck eats 2 crackers? That's torture. That's like masturbating just until you get hard and then closing the laptop and walking away. That's dumb. No one's gonna fucking do it. It just meant you didn't get crackers, right? And I used to get mad about that. I never understood it, right? And then I got older, and I got my own house. I bought my own crackers, and my girlfriend, she had eaten a bunch of the crackers, right? I was all stoned one night, and I was gonna go get myself a little snack. And I go and I open the box. There's like 3 crackers left in the box, and I was fucking livid, right? I was livid, but you can't correct it, right? So you're just fucking, you're just stewing, right? You're just angry, and then all of a sudden it dawned on me. I was like, my dad was just high and had the munchies and wanted some snacks. And I realized in that moment, I'm just like my dad. So I called him up and I was like, Dad, I love you. And he's like, it's 3 a.m., you fucking idiot. Just the American like that.
I know. Do you guys notice that?
Oh. You seem really hell-bent on bringing up therapy. I'm one of the 4 comics in all of Canada who doesn't have a therapist. What are you doing? Are you trying to push me over the edge?
No, of course.
Will you be my therapist? I want a therapist who doesn't really know what the fuck they're doing. They just say random words to me in the middle of my story. Like I'm talking about how I got the shit kicked out of me, and you're just like, sandwiches. And I'm like, what? You're cured.
So pretty.
What?
That's Ukraine, but it's true.
Did you say Ukraine again? I don't understand this. Like, I'm being heckled by someone with a clear brain injury. Like, what the fuck is going on? Do you know this person?
Yes.
Is she all right?
I just met her.
Tonight, sitting on the opposite.
Yeah.
Do you know this is a first date? How's it going? Yeah.
For both of us.
Yeah, it's kind of fucked. Is this really a first date, or are you guys just playing a game? If this is a first date, this is the funniest, worst, most fucked up first date I've ever witnessed. I don't even want to finish that joke. I want to find out.
Go for it. No, do it.
That sounded like a backwards threat. Like, go ahead. Lars, I don't even. Where am I at? Do I have time to finish this bit? Okay. Holy fuck. Oh man, I am gonna finish this bit and then I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna look for a therapist. And they better say Ukraine. Is there a Ukrainian district in this city? There's gotta be. There's one of everything. I'm gonna find a therapist in that district and be like, hey, this weird fucking chick at a comedy show directed me to you. I think there's meaning to it.
Stop projecting. Yeah.
Stop fucking talking.
You called your dad.
No. I'm gonna get out of here, but I played softball growing up as well. I don't know. Did you play softball growing up, or you play baseball?
I didn't.
You didn't?
Lately. More lately.
More lately?
Didn't play as a kid.
No. Football is big in Wisconsin. Did you play football?
Yes.
Yeah. Did you get hit in the head a bunch?
Yes.
Got a little bit of CTE now?
That four more short-term memory.
Yeah, me too. But mine's because of the drugs, for sure. I played softball growing up. If you've ever seen little kids play softball, they're shit at it. They're fucking. It's not entertaining because they suck, right? They strike out. They don't know where the ball gets thrown to. Even if they do, they miss the target. It's awful, right? So when I was growing up, none of the parents actually wanted to go to the games. So we had one dad who would take like half the team to baseball. He had a delivery truck, no seats in the back, more kids, right? It made sense. And yeah, he liked to drink and he thought he was funny. So he'd take the corners really fast so we'd all fucking slam around in the back. And you might think that's shitty, but every single kid in that van knows how to fall, okay? You see a kid fall nowadays, it's a disaster, right? Their limbs are everywhere. They break the fall with their teeth. It's disgusting, okay? Every single kid knew that as soon as you felt that weight shift in the van, you'd be like, okay, protect your fucking head, protect your organs, slam up against the wall, we got this. You'd take the brunt with your shoulder. We all learned it was fun, okay? And even if a kid or if a cop pulled that guy over, see a bunch of kids flailing around in the back of the van, and be like, wow, I better look into this. Right? You pull that dad over and be like, hey, are all these kids yours? And he'd be like, fuck no, I'm taking them to softball. And that cop would be like, I'm sorry, sir, you're a hero. I'm going to ignore the whiskey on your breath. And I'm actually going to give you a police escort to the game. Make sure you get and even if he did get a DUI, nobody's going to give a fuck in the 80s. Literally, no one would care. They'd all just be like, hey, thanks for falling on that sword for us. Could have been any one of us. All right, I got to go book a therapist. Thank you guys so much.
One more time for Rob Bevenak. Yes. And his bloody belly button. Right? You have any idea the commitment level? He's got a hole in his body that's leaking, and he was like, you know what? I'm going to go to an alley tonight. That's a good spot. For you. For you guys. Do you appreciate that? Yeah. Have you ever had a hole in your body and been like, I'm not going to stay home. I'm going to go entertain people tonight?
From the vagina.
Have you ever had a bloody hole in your body? You're right. It is called a vagina. Wow. This shit. With you here, this shit just writes itself. This is great. Guys, I want to just share something quick with you. There's another man close to me in my life who also has a hole in his body, and that's my dad. I don't know if he's watching tonight, but give it up to my dad. It's not the hole you'd expect. He had a crazy year in the end of 2020. From November to December, he was in the hospital 60 days. He went in for an abdominal surgery that went haywire, went to left field, ended up in an induced coma for 12 days on a ventilator. Basically, he had the COVID experience without having COVID. That's how fucked up his year was. So he was very close. He was hanging on. He was in ICU during COVID, so visiting was weird. But he pulled through, and today is his birthday. Today's his birthday. Yeah. So earlier today, after almost losing him last year, and I want to tell you something else amazing. He's in ICU in a coma, like the worst shit. When I first saw, I'd never seen him in the hospital before, and I was here in Toronto, and he was in the ICU, and the only reason we could visit him was because he was upgraded from the regular ward to the ICU. And so out of compassion, they're like, normally we don't have any visitors, but if someone's pretty close to maybe checking out, we'll let you come in and say your goodbyes kind of thing. So the first time I saw him in the hospital, he was hooked up to a ventilator, to a dialysis machine. So he's breathing from a machine. All of his blood is going through another machine to clean it. And he was on a 9-bag IV drip with like painkillers and literally every medication you possibly be on. Just being like suspended. It was like in the Matrix where they're just suspended in those like pods and they're just wires. So, but you got out of that. And then like in February, I'm from a small town, Aurelia. He won Citizen of the Year in Aurelia. He went from almost dead. He was like 2020 was almost his last year. And then 2021, he's the fucking Citizen of the Year. So earlier today, I felt so blessed and so happy, so much gratitude that I was able to, I went out this morning, we had a 10 a.m. tea time, and we went golfing, and I was looking at him, and he was like, you were flat out, almost gone. So blessed, so grateful to be here on the course, kicking your fucking ass. I won, everybody. I won, yeah. We were tied going into the 9th hole, and I beat him by 2 fucking strokes. Take that. And the other guy, his friend, golfing with him, he was like, the least you could have done was let him win. And I'm like, no. I got to give him something to aspire to for next year. He's got to keep hitting the gym, keep working on his rehab so he can come back next year on his 80th birthday and beat me. So give it up for Freddie, everyone. Freddie. I can't believe how fucking pumped you are for my dad.
I
I
really,
love it.
I really,
love it.
honestly, I'm so.
I love it.
pumped.
Thank you.
That's
Thank you.
So
Thank
cool.
you.
Oh my God.
So please carry that dad-loving energy. That's a weird intro. That's a weird segue. Carry that. Your next performer. She's a regular all across town. Absolute Comedy, Corner Comedy, and she's the co-host and co-producer of Flat Tire Comedy. It's her first time in the alley, so please give her the warmest of alley welcomes. Give it up for Stephanie Neal, everybody. Come on down.
What's up, fuckers? What's up, you absolute pussies? We're doing good. We're doing good. I'm so happy to be here. I've been living with my sister through the pandemic. She's so annoying. She always tells me, so I'm kind of a messy person. Anyone else? Me? No, thank you. You guys are perfect. Cool. I'm kind of messy, but she's always like, Steph, you're such a slob. And I'm like, no, I'm not. She's like, Steph, the last 2 guys you dated didn't stay the night because they didn't want to wake up in all your shit. I'm like, the last 2 guys I dated didn't stay the night because they had girlfriends. And they had to get home to, so don't make me out to be this animal when I'm just like the perfect side hoe, just doing my work as a side piece. Thank you. I had the delight of having my first threesome in the pandemic. I thought it was the right time. You have to take some risks, right? If I was going to get COVID, I was going to get it getting fucking sparrows dead, Let's go. Getting sparrows in from a couple of dudes from City Place. Let's go. No, I'm kidding. I did. So grim. I had with a girl and a guy, and I committed a bit of a threesome faux pas. So at the end, the guy left the room, and I turned to the girl and I said, he liked you more than me. And she was like, yeah, Steph, we've been dating for 5 years. I'm just jealous, Not threesomes aren't for the for ones with low self-esteem. Let's tell you that much. I went through a breakup beginning of the pandemic, and I found like when your girlfriends think they have the best advice for you when you're going through a breakup. They're like, come on, Steph, just get out of your bed, go to a Barry's boot camp class, eat healthy, and lose 20 pounds. I'm like, Melissa, you have an eating disorder. Right. This is a different issue, girl. It's not gonna help you get a dude. Eat a fucking carb, Melissa. Right? I find when guys my ex would hit me up, those lonely texts at the beginning of the pandemic. Whenever an ex texts you, they're always super cordial. You know what I mean? Hi, Stephanie. How art thou on this fortnight? Buddy, I've gagged on your balls. You know what I mean? Be cool, man. Be cool, right? I share this dick picketh upon this thread. Man, I watched you shit your pants in an airport. You know what I mean? You can't. I feel if you watch someone shit their pants in an airport, you gotta just never talk to them again. I think that's a rule. My girlfriends and I were discussing recently if we think chivalry exists anymore. What do you guys think? Any fuckboys here? Hey! As I was saying, it was not to judge, but for sure. 100%. No, I was just telling my friends that that you need to lower your standards. I've lowered mine. My standards are in hell. The way that I measure chivalry these days is how nicely a guy holds your hair up while you give them head. Right? The standards might be low, but this ponytail's nice and high. It's gonna make a good dance dad one day, You don't like that? I think that's so hot. Personally, I think no. I'll know that I've met my future husband when I come up from a blowjob with like the sickest French braids. You know what I mean? It's like either that or I just blew a gay dude. You know, and that's fine. And that's fine. I'm seeing someone right now. Just not sure they're seeing me. Text me back. Yeah. Stressful. No, it's going pretty well. I'm at the stage in the relationship where I don't have to pretend to like indie music anymore. Like 6 months of faking my personality, and now it's Britney, bitch. You know, it's like turn it on. Olivia Rodrigo every day. You thought I was cool. No, my boyfriend's kind of a hipster. He's born and raised in Toronto. And the way that I found that out is he told me that the second I met him. I don't really care. I'm from London, Ontario. Anyway, go Knights, go. Anyways, I was really into hockey bros growing up. That was my thing. And if you don't know what a hockey bro is, just like imagine someone who is illiterate. You know what I mean? Can't spell well, you know. Oh, fuck. They all like refer to themselves as the kid. It's like you can't have the same nickname, like fucking beauty. These guys, the nicest thing that a hockey bro ever told me was that I was sick on top. Thanks, man, because you're bad on the bottom. You know, someone's gotta meet halfway here. Like riding your dick while you're wearing a Matt Sundin jersey. You know what I mean? I gotta be good. I'm 30 years old. I thought I'd be on Degrassi by now. Fuck it. Fuck it. It's fine. I feel I'm noticing all these like young like 21-year-old girls walking around all like hotter and cuter than me. I'm like, they have this like glow about them, this innocence, and I don't know. I lost mine. I don't know what happened. You know, I back in like a couple years ago, I think this is when it shifted for me. I did coke off a dick. You know? It's like you're 30, like get off your knees, like clean out your sinuses and get a job at a bank. You know, this dick doesn't need you right now, like TD does. The thing about doing coke off a dick is it's hard because the dick isn't hard because I've been doing coke. So it's kind of like slacklining with your face. For like, are we a slacklining crowd or a coke crowd? Which one is it? It's always split the audience. No, I am 30, but I do get told that I look I get told that I look young for my age sometimes, and it will weird me out sometimes when I'm at a bar, you know, and a guy's like, "Are you old enough to be here?" I'm like, "Quit smiling, R. Kelly." You know what I mean? Like, lose the grin, man. Don't be too excited. This is crazy, and I hope you guys follow me on this reference. But this guy once told me at a bar that that I looked like a sexy Jean-Benet Ramsey.
No.
And I was like, man, like, she's already sexy enough. You know what I mean? No, I actually am Jean-Benet Ramsey. No, I'm not. She's way hotter than me. You guys know who that is. She's a child who was murdered in the 90s. Anyways, beautiful girl. Beautiful girl. Anyways, well, I always felt like these guys, like these men that are creepy up our like. I always want to like turn it around on these dudes, you know, and like one time like take a guy home from the bar and in the morning I'm like playing with a doll at the end of the bed. You know? Like, someone's in trouble. Get back at these boys. You know? Get back at them. Get them arrested for my blood. You guys are on board, and I love that. I love that. Usually, I get like a Jesus after that show, which is actually I love that as well. So I'm trying to get healthier at this point in my life. Not like put drugs up my face. Before the pandemic, I went down to Bali to do yoga for 5 weeks. So I like doing yoga. I'm a weird. I'm not like other girls. I do yoga. I'm not your normal girl. I do yoga. No, it was like me. It was really cool. It was me and 12 other girls from Liberty Village. Flew down. Scooted on down there. We thought we could just like sweat out our HPV. You know? It doesn't work that way. It's fine. We all have it. It's okay. I was explaining to someone recently like how easy it is to get HPV. Like I, for example, got mine in line at Aritzia. It was on sale. You know? To go to the gynecologist, so I have HPV. So my gynecologist is like, it's like a 90-year-old man. The nurse like carries him in. He's like a medicine man in an old village. But you know, he knows the pussy, and he's been doing it since the 40s. It sucks though because I always had this fantasy of like having a young hot gynecologist, you know, and like he would leave the room and I would get dressed into my gown, if you will. He'd come back in and it'd be on all fours on the table, like I actually take my pap test from behind. And then he hits it from behind. All I'm saying here is that I think that we should normalize pap tests from behind because I think it might feel kind of good, anyways. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'm kidding. I actually feel like that would feel good, but I actually don't even think doggy style feels good. I can't really take a dick. You'd think my friends, like I had to admit to them, I was like, guys, I can't like really take a dick, and like it hurts. And they were like, Steph, I feel like you can take a dick in spirit. You have the energy. Can't take a dick. I went to the gynecologist to get an IUD put in, and I don't know if you've heard of these like IUD horror stories of them getting like lost in chicks. It's scary. It's a scary rabbit hole to go down on the internet. So I actually have my own IUD horror story. So I went in to get it put in, and the gynecologist told me that I have the tightest pussy hole he's ever seen. It's too tight. They couldn't put it up. It's too tight. Very nice, very tight, very good, tight, nice pussy. Couldn't pin it up there. His words, not mine. Very cute, good. Imagine if you would the tightest, nice pussy hole you've ever seen. And no, it fit. Guys, it fit. Don't worry. I always feel this telling Anyways, I'm just gonna tell this joke. I found this out during the pandemic that this is a scientific fact. So the only difference between a dog's tongue and a human tongue is closing your eyes and lying to yourself. I was gonna say I always feel so weird saying that when there was a dog here. But no, I didn't do that. I watched a lot of porn during the pandemic. I got a vibrator. It's really funny when you order a vibrator on Amazon. They're not allowed to market it as a sex toy. So they're like, it'll be like 69 clit destroyer, great for neck and back, like perfect for your fucking shin splints, you know. It's like, what about my pussy, man? Right? Funny enough, great for shin splints. I will say that. I do like to watch porn, and I find as a woman it's not as socially acceptable to talk about. You know, my girlfriends are like, "Oh, just watch Bridgerton on Netflix." I'm like, "Oh, just binged Pornhub, all seasons of Pornhub." You know, this girl was leaving work. Back at work, this girl was leaving work the other day. She was like, "I can't wait to go home and marathon Nashville." I was like, "I can't wait to go home and marathon these two fingers." Fucking Nashville. Grow up, right? Try fingering yourself. I'll just leave you guys on this. If I can get any grosser, here it is. So my friend was telling me that growing up, she hated going to her grandma's place because she had plastic covers on the couches, and it was always really uncomfortable to sit on. And I had to explain to her that the reason that her grandma had those is because she's a squirter, and you know, the mess really cleans up itself at that point. Being a squirter is expensive, and you got to do a lot of laundry. Where are my squirters at? Anyways, you guys have been great. I'll bring Lars back up. This is such a fun show.
Keep it going for Stephanie Gill. Yeah. Who knew such dirty stuff would come out of that little cartoony voice? Huh? Wow. I bet you thought you were the dirtiest one in the room. Right? One more time. Wow. She was talking about porn. I watch porn. Who does? You guys watch that? You I don't mean it's crazy.
Yeah.
Nice. I like how when you raise your hand, you looked at your hand as well. My porn hand or my hand raising hand? But I watch it. I don't watch it solely for the sex. The sex is obviously there, but I watch it like it's an episode of Cribs. I watch it. I want to see an I want to see a nice pad. I don't want to just see somebody's futon. I want to see spiral staircase. And I'm like, spiral staircase. Fuck, I like it. Beachfront property. I want to see granite countertops. I'm looking in the back. I'm like moving the pussy and dick out of the way. I'd be like, ooh, wainscoting? Are you fucking kidding me? That is a nice place. Just me, guys. You're like, we watch it for the dick. Yeah. Fuck that, Lars. You watch for the dick? You watch for the dick?
I don't believe you at all.
You don't believe me that I watch porn, or
You watch it for
I watch
the
it.
decor. Come
You
on.
watch it for the dick.
I watch it for the decor. Nice.
Come on.
All right. Back on the rails. All right. You called me out on it. You called me out. I watch it for the sex, just like you guys. All right. You called me out. All right. It's got weird. I got to now segue this into our last community, guys. You ready for your final act of the night? We got to get this a hell of a night. It's about to get better. She's performed at the Boston Comedy Festival, the Palm Springs Festival, and like me, she's turned a weird space into a top-of-the-line show. I'm running alley shows. She's running rooftop shows. Please give it up for Angelica Scanura, everyone.
you doing? You guys are sexy, sexy crowd. Steph was talking about an IUD in her tight little pussy hole. Well, I have an IUD. I love it. It's like putting the coat hanger in first. And I want to have kids someday. I'll have a baby someday. When I'm ready, I'm going to pluck that IUD out. I'm going to hang it over my dining room table like a crucifix. I'm going to use it to guilt trip my future children, Hey, honey, you're going to want to eat those vegetables because you're lucky to be here. I'm going to be a great mom. I got a 10-year sublet on my IUD. It's going to come out looking like it spent the last decade at Burning Man. It's covered in dust. You guys, I'm good. You sound like you're doing good, too. I'm doing good. I've been dabbling in witchcraft. Been casting spells to feel more in control of my life and the world around me these days, right? I love witchcraft. Did you know that if you take a bay leaf and you write a wish on it, and then you burn the bay leaf, you feel like you've done something productive? Do you know if you take a piece of paper, you write the name of an ex-lover on it, you put that in a water bottle, then you put the water bottle in the freezer, you suddenly run out of room for your vodka? Do you know that if you take a fistful of cinnamon, you blow it in the face of your enemy, you send them into an uncontrollable sneezing fit? I'm a witch. I love witchcraft. Gotta say, it feels a little weird casting spells with ingredients that I got at Costco. Who do I think I am? The Wicked Witch of Kirkland? I like being alive in 2021, though, because 400 years ago, if I told you I was casting spells and practicing witchcraft, you could have burned me at the stake. Now you just kind of get to avoid me after the show. It's nice being around people, though, because it has been a long year and a half of posting thirst trap boomerangs on Instagram. Just like... Just with the caption, OMG, such a nerd. I'm a liar. I've been hitting up a lot of patios with my grandma this summer. Don't mean to brag or anything. I've been taking my grandma out. Thing is, she's been trapped inside with my grandpa for the last 2 years, so she'll talk to anyone who fucking listens to her now. She didn't want to get together with me like 6 months ago. I tried to take her out. She's like, I don't know. You always seem to be infected with something. I'm a little scared. I'm like, Grandma, don't worry. The only way you'll catch what I've got is if you fuck me. Took her out to a patio lunch the other day. She's talking to the waiter. She's like, I'm so happy to be here with my granddaughter, Angelica. You should see her when she's wearing makeup. My poor grandma's been working hard her whole life. She was a nurse. She also drove me to Irish dance classes 4 nights a week. I'm really good at Irish dancing, you guys. I am so good at Irish dancing, and I have nowhere to do it. Don't know if you know this. Irish dancing is not a bankable skill in today's modern marketplace. And you know what? Since I have nowhere to do this Irish dancing, I'm going to do it right now.
Do it now!
Okay. All right, I'm going to do it now. All right, but I'm warning you.
Actually, so excited.
All right, you should be. I'm a little rusty, though, so I'm just going to show you the upper body. I'm exhausted. God, I was a champion. I also did a lot of contemporary dance growing up. Yeah. Ooh. I mean, contemporary dance.
That's a good one. No?
Do you like contemporary dance?
I do.
Really? You used to do contemporary dance. There's usually one audience member that's done it. And for those of you that don't know how a contemporary dance show goes, this is how it goes. You show up, you sit down, you tolerate it, you politely applaud at the end, And then you leave and you're like, what the fuck was that? Meanwhile, the dancer's on stage being like, when I do this, it means climate change is real. When I do this, it makes Jeff Bezos angry. And we think we're actually making a difference. We're not doing anything. Stand-up doesn't do anything either, but I feel like it's more meaningful in some way. Another kind of dance I took up during the pandemic was pole dancing. I took up pole dancing, got myself a pole off of Amazon, took Zoom classes. Wanted to feel sexy in isolation. Just a word of advice, don't take pole dance classes if you're trying to feel sexy. Okay, it's hard. I got bruises all over my body. My inner thighs look like a water-damaged ceiling. And I got calluses in my hands now. My boyfriend says every time I touch his dick, it feels like he's getting jerked off by a construction worker. Again. But yeah, that's my dance. By the way, I'm very sorry. I feel like I'm bragging that I have a boyfriend. I know so many people spent the pandemic single and alone, but that's what you get when you're a little dating app slut, isn't it? You're swiping every night, new person every night. Well, guess what? March 2020 rolled around and it became the musical chairs of sex. You sat on the face of whoever you were closest to when everything shut down. I've always dated the old-fashioned way. I plow through my immediate social circles. And then when it doesn't work out, I blame everyone except for myself, learn nothing, and then turn everyone against each other. You know, the old-fashioned way. I only used Tinder once. I went on a date with a guy. Huge dick. Tiny penis. So yeah, I've been in a relationship this whole time, and the people that I'm closest to were either breaking up or having babies, and I told you all my IUD stuff, right? So, you know, I'm just trying to enjoy my hot girl summer at this point, right? Hot girl summer. I get to do my favorite outdoor activity, which is dressing up like a little slut and pretending to be mad every time I get attention. But we're still living in this COVIDian society, so I'm wearing my mask. It's sunny outside. It's summer. I'm wearing my sunglasses. I'm going out dressed like a slut with my face fully covered. And I'm getting catcalled way more than I ever have in my entire life, which is insulting. But it brings me peace knowing this whole time my problem has just been my face. I've got the kind of face that looks like I would say, I actually find lockdown super cathartic. You mean you had a whole pandemic and you didn't even try Duolingo? I did. Hola. I know I mentioned I did Irish dancing earlier. I'm half Irish, half Maltese. A lot of people don't know what Maltese people are. Every time I tell someone I'm Maltese, they're like, oh, like the dog? Oh, like the chocolate? I love Maltesers. I'm like, no, Maltese, as in from the island of Malta, the smallest country in the European Union in both size and population, home to the very welcoming, lawless, and bribable Maltese people. Many notable figures have passed through Malta, okay? Napoleon, the Romans, the Greeks, Madonna, Shakira, Gaddafi. Celebrities flock to Malta. They love the beaches, the privacy, and the ability to open an offshore bank account. That's why we all love Malta. My aunt was actually Miss Malta. She went to the Miss Universe pageant, and when she didn't crack the top 10, she punched the winner in the face and got disqualified. Which is like sadly the best thing anyone in my family has ever done. I will never top that. And like, you should see her now. She looks like Joe Pesci in drag. That's what happens to all the women in my family. We're total babes till we hit 35. Then we move out to Etobicoke and start hosing down our driveways for no reason. Raising one son who never leaves the basement. I can see myself now. Oh my God, I don't know where I went wrong. All he does is jerk off all day and play Call of Duty. He's going to have a couple friends that come over someday and raid the fridge, and I'm just going to be hitting on them because I'm a divorcee and I'm desperate. I'm going to be like, I made your boys some lemonade. I used to be a dancer. Have you seen my new tramp stamp? It says, get on my lawn. I'm nostalgic for when I was 8 years old, you know, like I just want to go back. I want to go back to like when Britney Spears first came out and wasn't fucking insane, you know, like, you know, when Britney Spears, him and baby one more time, like, take me back. Those were the good old days. When I saw that music video for the first time in my life, something came alive inside of me that day. I found my calling. I ran up to my mom. I was like, Mom, I know what I want to be when I grow up. A schoolgirl. Not the kind of schoolgirl that goes to school. He knew. Those were the good old days. But I'm looking forward to the future. You know, I'm looking forward to traveling again. Has anybody been anywhere? Anybody flown? Where have you been?
Seattle.
Seattle. Okay. Did you have some coffee? I mean, what did you do in Seattle? You made it though, and you're back. You did it. You crossed the border. You came back. God, I'm so afraid to travel. The last place I went to before the shutdown was Miami, January 2020. I went to Miami. I almost wasn't thick enough to get in. You gotta have a body like a molar to get into Miami. You know the molar that's like the logo on the side of a dental office is like thick on the top with the two legs? That's what Kim Kardashian looks like to me, is a fucking molar. Lucky though for me though is they have a ton of padded underwear stores in Miami, so you can buy one of those puppies, pop it on, and you don't feel left out anymore. Right? I went to a padded underwear store in Miami so I could buy some and then like hit the town. And it's like these things are like, they're so spongy and soft. It's like a Wonder Bra for your ass, right? And the sales girl comes up to me. She's like, "Hey, mommy, you want a thick booty?" And I'm like, "Yes." However, I have some questions. What happens if I put this thing on? I go out into the world. It's made out of sponge. What happens if I go out into the world and absorb something? What happens if I put this thing on, I go out, and some guy sees me from the back, and he's like, I'm going to talk to her because she's got this thick ass. And then we end up hitting it off, and we start dating, and then we end up inside eventually, not on the first date. But we end up inside eventually, and I'm going to have to take my pants off at some point. He's going to see that I don't have this ass. Isn't he going to have some questions? Isn't he going to notice? She's like, "Oh, he'll notice. He'll still fuck you though." So I bought it. It's a good trip. Speaking of shopping, I'm back shopping. Ladies, be shopping. We're shopping again, right? It feels good waiting in line for an hour at the Winners, huh? To buy one scented candle. I like shopping. I don't miss going into Lush though. Like December 2019, I went into Lush to do my Christmas shopping, as I do every year. By the way, I do one trip to Lush every year at Christmas. I buy everybody a bath bomb, whether they have a tub or not. Like, I don't give a shit, right? Take the bath bomb, crush it up, snort it, figure out how to get a tub. I don't care. But I was in Lush, and you know, the employees at Lush are always just cracked out due to overexposure to ylang-ylang. You go into Lush, they're like, "Hi, welcome to Lush. Have you tried our new Christmas cranberry bath bomb? When it dissolves the water, it looks like blood." It's a lot. I'm like, oh my God, I'm trying to wash blood off. I am trying to wash blood off. Had a lot of period sex during the pandemic because I was at home. I was at home where I know I have a lot of dark towels on standby. I was at home where I had a lot of dark towels on standby. I pull one out, I wave it at my boyfriend like I'm a bullfighter. I'm like, Toro. I'll just leave you with this. You guys seem like you like dirty stuff.
Yeah.
Call me crazy. I like a good old consensual come to the face every now and then, you know. A lot of ladies don't like it. It gets in our eyelash extensions, whatever, you know. I personally like it. It keeps me level-headed. Keeps you grounded. Gives you an excuse to close your eyes. We could all use a nap. You know, take it, right? I asked my ex in 2017 to come on my face. I know I'm ahead of my time. And he refused. He was like, Angelica, it's 2017. I have to respect you now. I see you as the future mother of my children. And I was like, honey, I just want you to see your children in my eyes. You know what? You guys have been awesome. Thank you so much. Follow me on Insta at Skanooch. My name's Angelica Skanooch. Let's bring Lars back up here. Have a good night.
Yeah. Guys, we did it. True or false? Your best fucking night ever in an alley. Yeah. Give me this Sharon Stone if it was your best night in an alley. All right, ladies and gentlemen, one more time. You saw Nitish Sakuja. You also saw Rob Bebenek. You saw Stephanie Neal. And you just saw Angelica Skanura. You also saw Comedy Moth. You saw me, Lars. You saw Luna the Wonder Pug. Yeah. And you know what? The best part is about to come right now. We turn this into Casino Alley. We got prizes now. We're going to give away a couple prizes before you leave. So here we go. The first prize we're going to give away is maybe the other official instrument of comedy. This is a genuine whoopee cushion. A self-inflating whoopee cushion. I gotta tell you, one of my favorite things about this is on it. It says like there's a word like they've spelled out how a fart sounds, and it's THRRRR ... Flart. All right, make some noise if you want to win one of these. Okay. Here's how we're gonna do it. I have 2 official comedy dice right here. We have number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. How dare you, booer, everyone? You don't want a rubber fart machine? This thing's gonna unite humanity. I think this is the one thing we can all agree on is that farts are fucking hilarious. Right now, if this was in Kabul right now, between the 2 people fighting, you're like this, hey, everybody farts, hey, everybody fucking loves farts. We can agree on that. You know what? You're in it. Whether you like it or not, you might be going home with a rubber fart machine today. You're number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. No, you're number 2, because there is no number 1. Number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7, number 8, number 9, and number 10. And if it's 11 or 12, we're back to here. She gets it. It's 11. She's got 3 balls in the big old pig. Here we go. We need to be clapping like crazy. These are official dice. Wait for it. Okay, official. We have a number 6 here, and we have a number 5. That's the number 11. Come on down. We want a rubber fart machine. Give it up for her, everyone. Dreams fucking come true. Dreams come true. just all night long. If you're gonna go to another bar later, just put it under people right now. Okay, one more grand prize here. We're gonna give this away, and I'm doing this because you guys have been a fucking incredible audience. I mean this for this amount of people. You guys are amazing. Thank you for supporting live comedy and live entertainment so that we can all continue to do this. This is a Laughing Vikings official fucking t-shirt. It's yeah, you want it. You want it. It's a double XL for guys and girls. Guys, double XL, so you got free to move. Ladies, double XL, so you can wear it as like a nightie. It's like it's your PJs. Here we go. All right. Official. Same numbers. Same numbers. You can't win.
No, 6,
Oh, she's taking 11.
No, I still 6, 11.
We have a strict double prize rule here, lady. She's like, shut up. Give me that fucking t-shirt. Give me the fucking t-shirt. She wants the t-shirt. Drum roll, guys. By the way, this is the longest post show ever. This is the late show. 7. It's a 7. Johnny, come on down, Johnny. You're the next winner of the Laughing Vikings t-shirt. If you do want to buy one, they're available inside for $20 as well. Give it up. We did it. She's so fucking mad right now. She's like, hey, do you want to trade this Dollarama fart cushion for your t-shirt? Talk to him. Maybe you can trade up, like the guy who started with a red paperclip. Guys, that is the end of the show. We do this every Friday. We're back here tomorrow night, Friday at 9 p.m. Brand new lineup of comedians. Enjoy the rest of your night. Thank you so much. Hit us up at Laughing Vikings. Good night, good night, good night, good night.
Thank you guys. Thank you. Make sure you thank Forrest. We also do. I overheard you. We do group stuff, birthday party bookings for either 10 or 20, so you can book the whole show just for your group. Do that too. And no rush. You guys are welcome to hang out for a little bit. But if you need more booze, then
Get the fuck out of here.
no worries. Thank you guys.
Get out of my alley.
Oh, my
Get out of my alley.